Hello, my Aloha tribe, and welcome to the Aloha Perspective. Happy Friday. It is Friday. You know what? I think I'm going to change my glasses today. I don't know what's going on with my eyeballs, but those are not serving me well at the moment. So, hi, face. Face without glasses. I know, back to the regular old ones. But, it's Friday. Aloha Oracle Friday. Oh, you know what? I piled all my cards on top of this, but I have to read the guidelines for today because I think it is very, very important that that be done. So, let's get going here. I have the Angel Answers cards as usual. I also have the Moonology since today is the third day in the new moon cycle. Magical Fairies, Healing with the Fairies, and the New Orleans deck. So I'm a little bit excited about today. Hopefully we'll get through all of them. If we don't, we don't. But, good morning, older sibling. Here, first off, is the Oracle Friday guidelines. Let's go through the guidelines. Number 1, just so you know, I write these down so that I don't run around in 50 million circles trying to explain this to you. So, Number 1, do not worry where the message is coming from. I only work from a good place, so if you're seeing this, there's a reason you are here. Good morning, baby sibling. Number 2, do not try to make a card or reading fit your question if the card does not resonate with you. Forcing an outcome or an answer not meant for you can cause unnecessary stress and overthinking. Number 3, I will give you the message I receive and the message from the book because someone took the time to put the book together. So there we go, the number 3 guidelines. All right, now let's get rolling. I do not know what is wrong with my eyes today, you guys. I'm just like, good Lord, I know I got sleep, but it's all fuzzy today. So let's see what we got here. All right, Angel Answers deck. Let's shuffle and see what awesomeness comes out of this today for everybody. I'll shuffle 3 times unless cards start to fly out of the deck. That one was starting to pop out, so we'll see that. Oh, see? Baby sibling said her eyes are being like that too. Ah, man, maybe part of me is somewhere else right now and I can only half see on this side. But, I always love when my soul travels without me. It's like, thanks for leaving me behind. Let's see. All right. Nothing. All right, this one started coming out, so we'll just go from there. How about that? How about them apples? All right, let's start with these 2. This is the first one that came out within the next few weeks. No idea what that means. Just kidding. If you're waiting for something, let me calm myself down here. If you're waiting for something and you're waiting for it to happen like now, keep believing, keep trusting, keep moving forward. Do not let whatever is trying to hold you down or hold you back do that. Break free from it, move forward. All right? The next few weeks, good things are going to be happening. And it says within a few weeks, but that means that it could be happening between now and a few weeks. All right? Abundance. Ooh, who doesn't love that card, right? With all the little gold coins falling down. But again, this is what trust is. And abundance isn't just about money. Okay, abundance is about a lot of different things. Abundance is about, happiness, love, joy, all these wonderful things that, you feel that you do deserve in your life. And don't just say, well, I deserve this and then be mad about it. Truly, truly mean that you deserve this. Truly, truly feel in your heart that this belongs to you, So, sorry, I forgot to put my earrings on, but I feel like somehow they're like an antenna sometimes, and they help me focus. They help me focus a lot. In fact, I have my tiger eye thing going on here. All the things. I'm like a hot mess, guys. But that's why everybody loves to jump onto the live, because I am a hot mess and I make life extremely fun and enjoyable and exciting. Right. So abundance. Let's talk about abundance for a second, okay? Like I said, abundance isn't always about wealth. Abundance can be about a lot of different things. It can be about having more of something beautiful in your life that you want. It could be about trusting and believing. And that's what brings these things to us, is when we trust and we believe. When we let life kind of run roughshod over us, we struggle. And that can actually ruin your flow. I admit I've been struggling this morning, but the funny thing is in my struggle, I was also telling myself, for some reason, even though I feel off today, like I just feel like someone sucked the joy out of me, which is funny because, like I said, I'm struggling with my eyesight today. I don't know what's happening. I still feel like everything's going to be okay. It's just a matter of trying to quiet my mind and be quiet for myself and balance everything. Okay, let's read the abundance card. I know we said, I know I should probably read the within a few weeks card. Well, let's do that. Someone's saying read it. Fine, I'll read it. Within the next few weeks, what you asked about will happen this month or soon after. Your patience is rewarded. See, there you go. That's it. Literally 3 lines. Abundance. Great abundance will find its way into your life. Your plans will yield prosperity, providing a sense of security about the future. Your angels will be with you as you take the actions necessary to manifest your dreams. Abundance is not always financial in nature. You may be seeking to manifest new ideas, a large circle of friends, vibrant health, or romantic love. This card can also reflect an inflow of any of these types of treasures into your life. Open your arms to heaven to receive with gratitude that which you desire. Now, heaven may not be your thing, but your source, okay? Whatever you lean into. So, that's a good one too. That's a good one. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. How many times have we gone against our intuition? I'm going to share, baby sibling's pretty much an open book, and she always lets me share her stuff. So I'm going to share a quick fun fact about intuition. She was on vacation a couple weeks ago, decided, you know what, I'm not feeling so comfortable with, my ID and my credit card in this particular thing, so I'm going to move it over here to this thing, and she kept it more on her person. Well, she had it with her phone and she lost her phone. Now, her intuition also told her, bring your iPad. What am I going to need my iPad for? I'm going to be too busy. I won't need it, but she lost her phone. So all these different things lent to her having not the greatest experience when you lose your phone. However, it did help her get back home. So she used her spidey instinct. She leaned into that. And that's what it's about. It's not always about big things. I mean, that turned out to be a big thing, but sometimes it's about the little things. Listen, like, maybe you should turn left, instead of right. Sure, it might be a longer way home, but what if you turned right against your instincts and there might have been traffic there? You might have gotten into an accident. Your instincts are always going to tell you. Now, if you believe in a source, it's usually your guardian angels, your higher power, your source, the universe. If you don't believe in those things, it's just your sixth sense sparking up, and this is also your sixth sense. It's not always your angels and your guides. It's about trusting yourself and your body knowing, like, think about it. Maybe your soul is like 5 seconds ahead of you, right? Or maybe an hour. We'll say your soul's 5 minutes ahead of you. And it's, looking at all this stuff. I mean, I don't know if that's a thing, but just in case, kind of like sending in the troops before you come in, right? The scout. Maybe your soul is out there scouting the best way for everything to happen. So trust your spidey instincts. Trust your intuition. Number 4, meditation brings answers. We got this last time. When you are struggling, okay? When you are struggling, and I say this a lot because I need to lean into this quite a bit. When you are struggling, sit down, take a deep breath, close your eyes, and just, even if you only meditate for a few minutes to 5 minutes, it's about quieting your mind. Now, I know a lot of people struggle with that because they think, oh, I have to have a clear brain. I can't think. A lot of times what I do to quiet my mind is I imagine a place I would love to be. I have a couple of places. One of them is just sitting on the sand at a beach, and I can hear the ocean. The other one is in a field with this big, huge shade tree, right? And lots of tall grass, the kind of grass where it like comes up to here and you can hear it when the wind blows through it. That's my ultimate favorite place. And when I struggle to quiet my mind, I'll often imagine myself in this place. And then I'll imagine myself quieting my mind. Sometimes it does take that double step when you have the extra chatter. But your mind does not have to necessarily be blank. What it needs to be is quiet. And I think that's where a lot of us get tripped up when it comes to meditation. Now, I know there's a lot of different ways to meditate. Some people will tell you have to clear your mind. You have to do what's best for you. What's best for someone may not work for you. These are the things that I've come up with, the tools that I've come up with to help me quiet my mind, which is finding a place to just breathe, even if it's in my mind. Okay, so if you can find a place that, in your mind that just brings you joy, go there. Let go. That's card number 5. That is the last card. Wow. Let go. Let go. I know. I keep repeating that, right? They're probably saying she has no idea what to say. Actually, she has so many ideas of what to say that's why I'm just kind of repeating it over and over again. I struggle with letting go. I do. I struggle with letting go of the past. I struggle with letting go of all the bad things and negative things. But here's the one question I always ask myself when it comes to those things and struggling to let go. Are they serving me? Are they serving my purpose? Has this bad habit that I have hung on to so long done anything for me? No. So I choose to flip the narrative. I choose to say, you know what? What if I tried it this way? What if I tried letting go of these negative habits and these negative thoughts and these just icky things that say, go, blah, blah, you suck, yeah. What if I let them go and start believing, hey, you're amazing, hey, you're great? A lot of times we get tied up in worrying about what people will say if we say to ourselves, I'm awesome. I'm awesome. We think, oh God, people are going to think I'm a narcissist. People are going to think I'm so big on myself. People aren't, who cares? Who cares? If they say that, it's probably because they struggle with it themselves. I'm not saying go around and, walk and strut and blah, blah, blah. Hey, I'm awesome. You should want to be my friend. But this is about what you say to yourself in the mirror. How you learn to love yourself. This is self-love. And some people will confuse it with being overly confident. Some people will confuse it with having an ego. But what you're doing is you're reminding yourself who you are, what you're meant to be in this world, and who you're meant to be in this world. I'm sure that made sense somewhere. But my point is, it is about self-love. And when we let go of these bad habits, we let go of these negative thoughts, this is where we get. This is the destination, is self-love. It's self-care. Letting go of all that negative shit, that's self-love and self-care. That's self-respect and self-worth. That's reminding yourself that you have every right to be on this planet and you have every right to want and desire whatever it is you want and desire. Now remember, if it comes to people, that's free will. People may not everybody's meant for you, okay? And I know a lot of us sit there and go, oh, we dream and we wish and we do this and that. They may be predetermined to be with somebody else, all right? But that's why we say this or something better. This or something better, right? Because whatever it is that is meant for you will come to you. And when it does, especially if it's your true love person, it's going to feel like the most amazing thing in the world. All right. I have no idea what that feels like yet, but it's okay because I believe that someone out there is meant for me and is destined for me. And one day maybe they'll decide to not be so shy and just reach out. I don't know what will happen. Life works in mysterious ways. right? We just never know how life is going to turn out. But letting go. So, the only reason I said that is because I don't want people to get hung up on wishing for one thing, unless you absolutely know, like you've been told that it's your thing, you've been told this, that, or the other, because sometimes we put all our eggs in one basket that we miss the things that are passing us by, and so and that's what I don't want. People have free will. I mean, for all you know, there could be somewhere out there wishing for you, but you may be looking in the other direction. So whatever you do, just always say this or something better behind everything that you pray for, set an intention for, or try to manifest. Okay? Because that will allow your guides, your source, to have the wiggle room to bring it to you. Okay? So letting go. The time has come to let go of this situation. Stop focusing on how or when it will be solved, or when or why it occurred, or even why it occurred. Relationships that are unhealthy or unfulfilling should be released in order to allow something better to come along. Don't worry, God and your angels, or your source, have everything under control. A key aspect to manifesting your desires is to ask for what you want and then release it to your higher power. If you've drawn this card, you may be holding on too tightly to the way your dreams will unfold. Make a wish and then leave the rest to your angels. That one might be meant for me. I hold on way too tight to ideas and things. But like I said, especially when it comes to habits and negative thinking, ask yourself, is it really working for me? Is it really working for me? And if it is not, let go, flip the narrative, and change it to something positive. Allow yourself to have that freedom to be positive. So, let's see. Whatever you're waiting for will happen within a few weeks. You will find your abundance, so keep believing. Listen to your intuition. It will lead you to these other two things, okay? When you're struggling, meditation will bring you answers. And ultimately, let go of what is no longer serving you. Because, it's obviously not serving you. It's not doing anything for you. So let's go to the Moonology Deck. I'm a little excited about this one. So, like I said, we're in the third day of the new moon cycle. New moon in Leo. Communication is the key to success, right? I know, gosh, these cards are so stiff. I really need to work with these more. There we go. I love when that happens. Let's see. Oh my God, it was confidence is the key to success, and this is hilarious. It's the new moon in Leo card. All right, so I guess we're reiterating what we talked about yesterday, which was the new moon in Leo. But, I always believe that everything happens. For me, everything happens for a reason. Good things, bad things. I know we don't want to believe the bad things happen for a reason, but sometimes they lead us on a path that we don't realize we're on, or that we're meant to be on. And so, as much as I hate it, and as much as I know some people disagree, in my personal perspective, in my life, okay, things do happen for a reason. But I love that. I love that this card came up again, because this had a really good message yesterday. I feel like this is validation, okay, and this is validation I personally needed today. So this card heralds the start of a new cycle for you, when you're going to look and feel more gorgeous, more in the spotlight, more like you have something worth showing off. If you want someone's attention, this card says it's coming. However, this may not happen all by itself. You have to be willing to do your bit. That means being proud of who you are and what you have to offer. Think of yourself as the king or queen of the jungle and carry yourself accordingly. This card is also a great omen if you're asking about a creative project you're working on. Alternatively, it can herald great news or a new start for your children. No idea. I don't have children, but I do have a nephew who's a Leo. So, and I know next week he starts school. Oh my God, he's in middle school. So I guess it is a new start for him. A new start. So, attune to the moon. Make time to have fun. Make time to have fun. Okay? How hard is that? Make time to have fun. Additional meanings for this card. Number 1, it's time for you to show the world what you've got. If you got it, flaunt it. Number 2, shine your light. Shine your light. Shine your light. I know, poor baby sibling. She's got the crying emoji. Her oldest baby is going to be in middle school. When did this happen? Seriously. Number 4, spoil yourself. You've earned it. Go out there and buy something that you want, okay, within reason and within your monetary field. But do something amazing for yourself because you've earned it. Okay, and you've turned somebody's head. Oh, I would love to turn somebody's head. Give me a moment. I need a moment. Okay, moment had. Oh, this is like yesterday, right? Totally was making myself giggle through the whole thing. The teaching. Leo is the sign of the big and brave-hearted lion of pride and showmanship and flirting. The energy around the new moon in Leo, and therefore around this card, whenever you pick it, is hot and generous. Hot. It's hot and generous. This is why I can't be sexy, because I make myself giggle. But sorry. Okay, here we go. The energy loves itself, and so should you. If you've been too much of a wallflower, this new moon card and the Leo new moon comes as a reminder that you need to be proud of who you are. Be proud of who you are. Yesterday, I went on a whole separate tangent about how the elephant should actually be the king of the jungle. Pow, with its trunk, right? With its trunk. But, yeah, I'll skip that because I did that yesterday. But anyways, I love this last part. You need to be proud of who you are. You need to be proud of who you are. You know, I'm proud of the fact that I make myself giggle. Every damn time, right, guys? Every damn time. They're all, Shelly Marie, do you ever not make yourself laugh during these perspectives? Sometimes, no. Sometimes I make myself cry. It's always a crapshoot. You never know. So now let's move on to the magical messages from the fairies. I love the fairies. I love the fairies. I had an interesting conversation with my dad last week. We were on our way. Whoa, okay. Those just fell right out. We were on our way to dinner after day 1 of Comic-Con. And we started talking about fairies. And I was like, yeah, whatever, you know. Because, you know, my dad, I never know what my dad is thinking. He's like, changes his thought process on me. Like, right in the middle of it. And he's like, well, how do you know they don't exist? And I'm just like, who is this guy? It's like, you know, 3 months ago, I'm all like, oh yeah, fairies, blah, blah, blah. It's like, maybe they do exist. It's like, you know, I'm one of these people that until you can prove to me that they don't exist, I believe in why not? Why not believe in the possibility? Right? I mean, as humans, our egos make us believe that we are supreme, that we are the only things that can be on this planet that, you know, take some sort of humanoid shape, right? But I truly believe that anything is possible. Anything. And yes, I do believe in ghosts, but I have quite the active house, so hard not to believe. Children. So card number 1. I know, 3 popped out. Yes. Children. Your connection with children is part of your life's purpose. Yeah. Babies hate me. Babies hate me. I got nowhere to go on that one, so I'm just going to read the book. And you know, that could be my own insecurity on why I can't think of anything to say about children. I love my nephews. I love all of them. I have a few. I mean, my girl cousins tend to, I call them my nephews. They're my cousins, but you know, in our family, you know, I'm sure other cultures are like this too, but in our culture, in our family, in the Hawaiian culture, everybody's auntie and uncle and blah, blah, blah. So I just refer to them as my nephews, but I have quite a few because it seems that the girls in my family only know how to give birth to boys. Seriously, can someone have a girl? Now I do have nieces that are not related to me who I love dearly. One of them just started high school. Dear God. When did that happen? When did that fucking happen? But anyways, children. Maybe this means not only about children, but maybe because, you know, getting in touch with our inner child. You know, it says your connection with children is part of your life's purpose, but how do we connect with children if we can't connect to our inner child? The trauma that I suffered when I was younger it started so young that I didn't really ever know how to be a child. That was kind of stolen from me. And I think because of that, my inner floof like had half a childhood. Like, you know, the part my parents made great, my family made great, but then there was also this other part that my abuser made terrible. And so there was never a true balance. Instead of just enjoying my childhood straight across. And I think that's where I struggle. And I think that's why sometimes I struggle with kids, because it's like there's this part of me that's so shy, that's so intimidated. I mean, literally, sometimes I'm intimidated by kids because some of them are just so smart and so creative. My youngest nephew, I talk about this story a lot, but, he wasn't feeling well. I mean, he just had the sniffles, but it was raining outside. It was cold when his mom and his brother went to do a mud run. And so I stayed home with him. And we had fun, but he was like, Auntie, let's play Legos. Let's play Legos. And I know I've shared this story before, but it means a lot to me because this child, I think, could sense my intimidation. Not me being intimidating, but being intimidated by the child. And he's like, you know what? He's all, I'll help you. And he did. And like I said, according to Baby Sibling, the thing that we built together, he kept for a long time. It sat out. We built two things, actually. We built a little memorial to his dad, and then we built our own little house, and we put it together like, oh well, I want this. We had a pool up top. Oh my god, it was amazing. So it was small, but it was like a little apartment, okay, but still, sometimes we need to get in touch with our inner child in order to communicate with children, to show them that, even when life hands you some pretty shitty barrels of rotten apples, that, you can still process it through. Baby Sibling and I were talking the other day, and we were talking about how well-rounded her children are. They lost their father very young. And of course, she lost her husband in pretty young. 3 years ago this August. And she was looking back and she's like, shit, I did that. I did this. I mean, her kids are like, they're top, they have top marks in school. Very motivated. Especially the older one, very, very motivated. I mean, this boy wants to go to Oxford in England for university. His backup is Washington State, which I personally think it's because when you look at the campus, it reminds you of England. But this is a boy after my own heart, seriously. Just a true, adventurous spirit. But she did this, and she did it because she was honest and open. They grieve together, they hurt together, sometimes they fight with one another, but there was no pushing down feelings, there was no hiding feelings, there was dealing with it as it came along. And for her and I, it's not easy because we have parents who are from the generation where you push shit down and you don't deal with it. And at my age, I'm still dealing with crap that keeps coming up because it's what I did. But she has kudos, baby sibling, because you've done a remarkable job with those kids. So, the fairies love and trust children because of their pure faith and guileless motives. This card comes to you as a sign of your connection to them. As you read the additional meanings behind this card, notice which message clicks as your truth. Pay attention to signs and intuitive feelings related to the topic of children, for the universe is trying to get the message to you. If one of them resonates with me, I'll let you know. Your life purpose involves working with children. No. I mean, I love the children around me, but you never know. I'm still young enough to whatever. The energy of pregnancy surrounds you. I'm not sure that's an option anymore. I mean, I don't know. It could be because I still run cycles, but yeah. A child in heaven is sending a message of love. That one resonates with me. I know, there's some trauma right there. You have a connection to indigo, crystal, or rainbow children. I really feel like that too. I have theories I have theories about certain children with mental issues that I truly believe are indigo crystal or rainbow children, and that they just vibrate and exist on a whole different level than most people do. Your inner child needs to play. Oh my God. Yes. Yes. My inner child needs to play so bad. So bad. So, the next two cards. Summer and new career. Ooh, summer. And summer. I know. Here I go again. Everything. Sorry. I love Olaf from Frozen. He's so cute. Everything that you're asking for becomes yours in the summertime. I think that's pretty cut and dry. How about you? Let's just read the card. Read the card and moving on. You've drawn this card because you wonder when your desires will manifest. This card represents the reassurance that your wishes have been heard and divine timing is clearing the way for your answered prayers to come to you at the perfect time. I can really feel this card resonating with me. I think older sibling is too. I can feel her energy from downstairs. In this case, you'll fully realize your dreams in the summer. Additional meanings. You're moving to a warmer location. Fuck no. It's already hot here. Any warmer, I'd be living next to baby sibling. I love you, but I'm not moving to the desert. Spend time outdoors in the sunshine with a full spectrum light. Ooh, I have a full spectrum light. And take a vacation, especially to a warm, sunny place. Oh my God. What is it with the warm, sunny places things? I live in Southern California. It is literally going to be 86 degrees today, which the people in Arizona are probably like, eh. But you know what? We get humidity. Theirs is truly a dry heat. I know. That's the big joke in Arizona, but it's a dry heat. And I'm telling you, it does make a difference. It truly makes a difference. You know, it's nice to walk outside and, I mean, yeah, it feels like you're under a heat lamp, like your little iguana laying on a rock. But for the first few minutes, it really does feel good. It does. You're just kind of like, oh, and then you're like, okay, it's hot. I'm going inside. Oh, she says it's 87 there and humid. Oh my God, it's 87 degrees there, guys. It's just 9 o'clock. They're in for triple digits today. So summer, if you're waiting for an answer or you're waiting for something big to happen, it is starting to happen because we are in summer. If you're in Australia, it'll be happening in a few months when you head towards Christmas. So, oh, that's their high. Okay. Whew. Wow, that's your high? That's pretty cool there. You know, let's find out. Alexa, what is the weather right now?
In Placentia, it's 72 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly cloudy skies. Today, you can look for mostly sunny weather with a high of 85 degrees and a low of 65 degrees.
Oh, I lied. It's going to be 85 today. Holy shit. This girl is literally only 7 degrees hotter than us, and she lives in the middle of the desert, so we are not looking for warmer climates, okay? But summer. All right. Well, for the majority of us that may have resonated with that card, we'll just say that great things are going to be happening in the summer. A new career. Your work focus is shifting in a positive, new, and successful direction. If you're looking for a new career, or you're looking to move in a different direction, that's what you need to do. So, okay. Baby sibling said she manifested that. So, manifest Southern California some rain, please. You're getting close. It hit Nevada. And poor Nevada is flooding now, along with poor Kentucky. Ugh. Kentucky had some deaths because it's flooding so bad. So, shift the rain to Southern California. We could use it, especially Central California, because Yosemite is on fire. And it's burning pretty hard. So I know she's like, I'm working on it. Work harder. But yeah, I always have hopes, and then it gets cloudy, and then nothing happens. So anyways, new career. Yeah, my brain. I know. That's what I love about these. I know a lot of people that I see on YouTube. They do these things, and they're so serious. Right? They're so serious, like this and this and this and this. I like to have fun with mine. And I know it probably drives some people crazy. They're just like, get to the fucking message, Shelly Marie. But, you know, it's all about the interaction and having fun with it. So, The fairies sent this card in answer to your dreams and prayers about your career. The universe is responding to your spoken and silent desires to have a fulfilling and meaningful profession. This is a reminder to keep your thoughts positive and continue taking guided action steps, such as getting additional education, networking with people in the industry you'd like to work in, updating and sending out your resume or marketing materials, and engaging in creative pursuits. Daily action combined with prayer open career doors for you. So there you go. You have to trust and believe. If there is something that you want, trust and believe and put it out there. I want to be in a Star Wars movie. I know. I want to be in a Marvel movie. I know. People are all like, you're insane. But you know what? Star Wars started me on the path of being a geek when I was 4. I know, when I was 4. When I was 4, I knew when I grew up, I'm going to be a geek. No, seriously. I just loved it. I loved it. I love sci-fi. I love fantasy. I love some horror movies, but lately I just cannot handle them. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. But yeah. When I was 9, Poltergeist scared the shit out of me. PG-13, like a PG movie, right? My parents warned me, but just stupid memories. Sorry. Anyways, your business idea will be successful. Ooh. You know what? I need to reach out to that girl. I keep forgetting. Sorry, thinking out loud. The podcast producer. I need to reach out to her. Trust and follow your intuition about your career. Return to school or take classes to learn a new skill. Your financial situation is improving. Ooh, that's a good sign. You'll receive a promotion or a raise in salary. Remember, if you do the work, it can't hurt to ask. The worst they can tell you is no, but they'll know that you're starting to see your worth. Now, I know a lot of people are like, yeah, but sometimes that backfires. But you know what? If you're not happy, you can always look for something while still working. All right. Remember, and don't forget to put in your 2-week notice when you do get the new job. Don't just up and quit. Okay. That's rude. So, you have to do what's best for you. I'm not trying to give bad advice. That's why I'm saying, if you want to shift and you want to move up and you're feeling like you're not going anywhere, start looking for jobs. Do it on the down low, because some places will just be like, well, fuck you, and then bye. But do it on the down low and keep your job and keep doing your job. Keep doing your job to the best of your ability. And if you have to, take vacation time, take lunch times. If you do trust somebody or you trust your boss, say, look, you know what, this is what I'm doing. But just use your spidey instincts on that one, okay? You'll receive a promotion or raise in salary. Heal an issue at your workplace so that you can move forward with your profession and your life. That's that. If there is a problem where you work, do your best to try to heal it. Okay, I know it's not always easy and it can be scary, but and just be careful. Truly, just be careful. I still question about some of the things that I did in my old job that I probably should not have done, like talk about my mental health, which is sad because we shouldn't stigmatize people because we don't understand it. But I think a lot of times, when people don't understand something, they get scared and they start thinking in different directions and they start thinking worst case scenarios, not realizing not everybody that has a mental health issue is going to go insane. Okay? Sometimes it's just we share it because it takes a little bit longer for us to figure things out. So, okay, this is the Healing with the Fairies deck. Nothing else is coming out, so we may only have 1 card or 2. So, just be careful with that, be careful with who you trust. And I'm not trying to give bad advice there. I'm actually trying to give good advice. So, feeling safe and laughter. I know laughter. We've had a lot of that this morning. Feeling safe. So, just this card is making me giggle. Let's see. Feeling safe. I'm just going to read these because I feel like there's nothing really I can add. Any feelings of danger or vulnerability are healing, and they're replaced with the certain knowledge that you are safe and protected right now. Have you felt frightened or insecure lately? If so, this card is a signal that heaven is aware, your source, of your feelings and has come to your aid. You are surrounded by heavenly beings who love and protect you on an ongoing basis. The fairies remind you that your thoughts of danger are triggering your feelings of vulnerability. In your mind, you have given power to some outside entity. You believe that this idol that you have created has the power to hurt you. Yet, the only power it has is that which you have attributed to it. The fairies urge you to awaken from this mistaken concept. See that you have the power to create a happy and secure dream and make decisions to feel safe. The affirmation: I am safe, I am secure, I am completely protected at all times. When I was going through my healing, a long few years of healing, I stigmatized myself so bad. And I think because of that, I didn't allow myself to feel safe. The one person who should be able to keep me safe is me. But I was stigmatizing myself. And that's why a lot of times when we have traumas and we have pains, try not to be ashamed of them. I mean, there are some cases where you probably can't help it. But, especially when it comes to our mental health, try not to be ashamed of your mental health. Try not to stigmatize yourself. I thought I was doing myself a favor when I mentioned this, like I was talking about in the previous card at my work. And I started to become stigmatized. And in that happening, I began to re-stigmatize myself to the point that it's taken me almost 3 years to move past this. And that came to a head on Sunday when I told our older sibling that I said, you know what? I said, I just have to resettle back into the fact that my depression is not trauma-based, but just trauma-based with that layer removed and just straight out depression. Stayed out, need the meds, need all that stuff, think about. But in order to feel safe, we have to take the power away from that which scares us the most. And we can. Going very sideways. People talk about demons, right? What gives them their power? Fear gives them the power. Fear, when we take back our fear, they might fight hard for you if this is, if this falls into your belief system. They may fight hard to hang on to you, but you got so many things around you that can help you. If this is a problem that you're dealing with, you have angels, you have your source, you have God, you have all these different things. And they might fight for you, but the one person that has to fight for you the most is you. And even if it's not the biblical type of demons and you're talking about personal demons, we all have some kind of personal demon, right? The more we stigmatize our personal demons, the more power we're giving it. And the more power we give it, obviously the less power we have over it. That's why we need to shift the narrative. We need to shift that, that perspective back into your favor. What makes that so powerful that I can't fight it, that I can't beat it? I woke up worried this morning. I checked my bank account and I was freaking out. And nothing bad yet. But I thought, you know what? I'm demonizing myself. I'm demonizing the situation. Somehow I've always managed to make it through. And I will continue to do so. I will continue to find a way. And that's what we all need to do. We need to remove the stigma of that which scares us the most so that we can move forward and that we can move in the direction that we're meant to move in and leave all that bullshit behind us. Flip the narrative, change the perspective, even if it feels like it is so fucking hard to do it anyway. Because that's how we move forward. That's how we beat it. That's how we eliminate these personal demons of ours. We remove its power and we remove the stigma that we've placed on ourselves because of the power we've given away. All right? And what can help that? Laughter. There's a segue for you. Let it fucking go. Laugh. I love this card. It's just so fun. I really truly believe laughter heals everything. That's my take on this card. Every cloud not only has a silver lining, but it also has a humorous side. Try to objectively stand back from your situation or situations and find a humorous twist. Laughter will help you see your life from a new perspective so that you can receive creative insights and solutions. You are much too serious about life. Oh my God, that is me. According to the fairies, they aren't asking you to neglect your responsibilities, let go of the sacred reverence for life, or defend your emotions with jokes. Instead, you're asked to see the humor that runs through the thread of life, like a brilliant comedy. Our lives become more enjoyable when we can see them through the eyes of a humorist. Laughter helps us to stand back and see ourselves and our situations more objectively. When we laugh, we relax, and when we relax, creative solutions and renewed energy course through us more easily. So take the time today to laugh. For instance, go see that new funny movie or play, buy a book by your favorite comedy writer, or exchange silly jokes with a friend. Affirmation: I find the humor in life and I laugh easily. We can do this in all kinds of different directions. I could laugh at myself for how negative I can be sometimes when I wake up. It's like, what are you doing? But I try not to. So maybe that's what we can do when we wake up in the morning or when you go to sleep at night. Think of something funny. Think of your favorite movie. Think of your favorite show. I found an old show from Britain, and it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. And I admit I usually don't sleep with my phone in my bed, but I've been struggling to sleep the last couple of days. So I've just been watching this show on my phone. And in fact, I was excited because episode 2 has one of my favorite characters. The guy that plays the character on What We Do in the Shadows. He was in this episode. I'm like, this guy looks familiar, but he looks so different from the character that he plays now on one of my favorite shows. And I was just like, oh, okay. And the first episode, yeah, one of my favorites was in there too. So, it brings laughter, it brings joy. Sometimes there's dark humor, right? But whatever makes you laugh, do it. Because laughter is truly, truly, truly so important. I really truly find that's what I'm missing a lot of. And when I do find that I laugh a lot, good things happen around me, and that excites me. So I'm really, really trying to up my vibe. So last but not least, certainly not least, the New Orleans deck. This is one of my favorite decks. Did you get that? How many favorites? No idea. But it is one of my favorite decks. So it's so funny because I can see my computer, and the screensaver on it right now, or the wallpaper on it right now, is this really beautiful house that I'm just so in love with. So let's see. Nothing wants to come out. Well, no. Share your gifts. That's just a side card. I don't think that's meant to be the card, but share your gifts. If you have a gift, share it. Share the hell out of it. Yesterday, I speaking of gifts, because it turns out I have a talent for jewelry making. Not fancy jewelry, but just a talent I wasn't really aware that I had. But my friend, who has bought a few pieces from me, told me that she was really excited because she gets a lot of compliments on it. And even though I haven't sold a lot of stuff, the fact that people are noticing my work and complimenting it really made me feel good inside. And it really made me feel like whatever it is that I'm doing is working out well. I barely get any hits on my Etsy shop, but I don't have a lot of my stuff up there, and I should, because most of it is in my Facebook folder, which is public. So if you want to look for it under my name. It's just under for sale in July. But I know, shameless plug, but it made me feel good that people are seeing the work I'm doing and really, really liking it. Just like a story I wrote, and I sent off to a friend a short story. It was really, it had its dark moments, but even she noticed. She's all, I bet this story was very, cathartic for you. And it was. There was just this big sense of catharsis when I wrote it. In fact, I was reading it last night, and there's a certain part that I came to that just made me cry, because there's a certain part in this story where this huge secret is finally revealed, and one of this girl's family finally finds out, and it just reminded me of when I released my secrets, when I released my hurt, my pain, my trauma from my childhood. And more so than what I ever shared with my mom, but mostly I shared it with my dad because my mom had already passed. And we had a quiet moment, and it was just like, it still upsets him that my parents didn't know. And to be honest with you, when you're groomed that young, you just learn to hide it. You learn to fake it till you make it when you're young. You learn to be secretive and hide things. And because of that, I think that's where a lot of your growth gets stunted. But you know what? I completely forgot where I was going with this. But wherever I was going with this, just know that when you do find that healing, when you oh, that was it, talking about the secrets. When I finally let the biggest part of that thing go, when I was talking to my dad, and I finally told him everything that had happened across the board. I didn't want to. I mean, I didn't want to burden him with that. But he just wanted to be there for me because he couldn't really understand the depression part. But it set me free. It set me free. And actually, my father was the third person that I had really kind of opened up to, because I couldn't open up to my parents right away. I'd opened up to other people. One of them was my friend who was a therapist, and we would just talk, and she kind of helped me dig up a lot of stuff. And then older sibling, and then eventually baby sibling. So, okay, my father was like the fourth or fifth person to know. But I think when I told him, there was this, I think that's what's expressed in this book, or in this story that I wrote, because I think that's when I truly felt free. I felt like I wasn't hiding anything anymore. Like, I knew that, I think we're always afraid, because when you're young and you're groomed, you're always told your parents are going to hate you, your parents are going to be mad at you, your parents are going to be this, that, or the other. And I had been afraid of that for so many years, so many decades, that when I finally told him, and he was so supportive of me sharing this with him, and he was so supportive of, me finding ways to heal it, I took that power away from that person who has been long gone by now, or has been long gone. But I took that power back because I knew my parents didn't hate me. I know my dad loves me. And that gave me the truest strength, because it killed the lie that I was told, that just sits back in the back of your head, right? In your subconscious. So as you get older, it just works its way back into your subconscious, that you can't really find it until it comes up or triggers you. And so, when we share our talents, we can find a lot about ourselves in these things. Like I said, I wrote that story. It was not something I planned. It was just something that came out of my mind. And I think that's why it was cathartic, because it wasn't something I had planned. I planned a lot of my stories. I try to have timelines and, outlines and everything. But this short story just flew right out of me. In fact, I've kind of been playing around the idea of turning it into a play somehow. It's not that long, but I figure I can make it longer, fill in some of the holes and some meat and stuff. But the meat and bones of it, right? But when we share our gifts, this is what happens. We also find our own healing in these things. We find our worth. We find our self-respect, our self-love. Like I said, I was always convinced that I did not get that particular creative gene from my mother. But my mom, saw some of the earrings and bracelets that I've created, recently. She'd be beside herself. She would be so proud. And even if other people think it sucks, she would be proud, because she would say, see, I knew you had it in you all along. Not just this writing part of you, which I love to write. So anyways, let's get to our last 3 cards. Thank you for letting me kind of go off in that area. I don't know where that came from. I even felt my voice kind of change a bit when I was talking about that. So I feel like there's somebody out there that is going to see that and hear this. And I think it may actually help them in their healing. So this is another reason why I share, because we don't know who we're going to touch when we're honest about things. And that's not saying you have to. I'm very, very open about my trauma. I'm very open about healing it because I have the gift of gab and I have the gift of writing. And for me, this is where I reach out to people. You know, and maybe that's where in the earlier decks we had the children. Maybe that's where I can help because I've been through it. And sometimes when you've been through it, people will open up more to you and share more because they feel seen, they don't feel stigmatized, and they know, their soul knows that you understand the shame they feel. You know, so dreams, number 9. Dreams. I love this deck. The cards are so beautiful. I'm just going to read this one because our dreams, especially if you go to sleep thinking about something, if you remember your dreams and you don't normally remember your dreams, they're trying to tell you something. You know, I've had a lot of dreams where, you know, I've gotten answers and then later it's been like, whoa, I totally dreamt that. And that's the answer that I was given. And it's like, whoo, you know, and you either feel like you're pushed forward or set back, but you're in a place where you realize, okay, this is the answer I needed. This is what I needed to hear. I'm good. I even had a dream once where I missed my mother so much that I held on so tight to her that even the memories I had that should have been making me laugh made me sad. And finally, I had a dream about my mom, and I truly believe my mom was in my dream. And she told me, I am not going to visit you anymore until you're stronger and can handle it, until you stop chasing me. And she's all, I'm gone, but I'm here. And I still remember that so vividly. And truth be told, for about a year, I swear to you, I didn't dream about her. I didn't even feel her around me. And then I started to let go a bit more, and I started thinking a bit more about these things. And then I started having memories of her and laughing and being like, God, that was so much fun. You know, with older sibling, her and I would be talking about different things, or my dad or baby sibling. And it's just like, wow, okay. And then I started dreaming about her again. Now, some people will just say, oh, well, it's your subconscious and blah, blah, blah. And that's fine. That's fine. Everybody has their own beliefs. But for me, I truly believe that was her way of healing me. That was her way of showing me, look, my mom called me babe sometimes, babe or shell. But she'd be like, babe, she's like, you need to not hang on so tightly. That's how my mom was. My mom was like, okay, one and done, we're done, we're moving on. And she was very strong that way. But I do believe that was the point she was trying to make, is I'm not here anymore. So you can be sad about me all the time, or you can remember me the way I should be remembered. And that doesn't mean we're not going to get sad. We will. But I wasn't allowing any other emotion. I wasn't allowing happy emotions, anger, sadness. I was just letting in sadness. Sorry, I was letting in sadness, but I wasn't allowing any other emotion to come in. I was just zeroed in on the sadness. Because I felt like since she wasn't here, I had to be sad. And I didn't. Even when I was ready to move forward and feel good about life again after losing my mom, you know, I wasn't doing it. So grief is a funny thing. Grief is a really funny thing. It's kind of a stupid thing. I hate it. But there's no timeline. So you can't force people out of things, okay? People are going to find it in their own time. But it had been a few years, and I think my mom knew that I needed to move forward because my brain holds me back sometimes. So anyways, dreams. There's a fine line between a conscious state and a dreaming state. During your dreaming state, your dreams can represent premonitions as well as simple energy outlets for your underlying thoughts and concerns. Now is the time to pay careful attention to your dreams. Keeping a dream journal, whether verbal or written, will help you to recall your dreams. It will also provide a frame of reference that can help you to decipher the messages and themes that your guides and higher self want to share with you. Your dreams may be trying to tell you something important and about how you feel about things that go on in your life when you are awake. These may be feelings that you do not fully understand or ones that you may be trying to ignore. there's that last part, trying to ignore. Number 2. Ooh, I don't think I've ever seen this card before. I'm a little excited. The Elusive Priestess. No idea. It's hard to be oracle-y on these because, you know, Elusive Priestess. But, oh, I'm super excited. She looks like, oh, she kind of looks like the burning bush, doesn't she? No, do not go there. I meant like in the Bible. But, all right, let's check her out. I swear to you, I've never had that card before, so I'm super duper excited. The Elusive Priestess. I feel like this is meant for everybody. Okay, so even if it doesn't resonate with you, keep this in the back of your head because I feel like it's going to make sense at some point in your life. The Elusive Priestess is the embodiment of the obvious not being so obvious. She is an entity that you know but may not have proof of, and the words that would allow you to make a clear-cut decision if only they were spoken aloud. The situation that you were thinking of has much learning potential for you. However, your focus has been placed on details that will not help you gain the forward movement you desire. What is your goal and how can you work towards that goal within your own power? There are some immovable energies at work, and you will likely grow tired and irritable if you continue focusing your efforts in this current way. It is time to be flexible and acknowledge that there are additional ways to accomplish your goal, even if they are not what you consider to be the preferred way. The good news is that you have everything that you need to move forward if you're willing to let go of how you have believed things should be. So basically, let go, right? Let go. Especially if, you know, you're willing to let go of how you have believed things should be. We always have an idea of how things should be, but that's usually not how it turns out, right? I mean, maybe you decided when you were 2, you were going to go to Yale for, you know, law school, right? And you're like, I'm going to Yale, I'm going to la la la. And maybe you ended up, or maybe Harvard, right? You're like, I'm going to Harvard. No, you might have ended up at Berkeley. So I know that seems like a weird example, but that's how it goes. What we thought should be doesn't always happen. But what happens is what's meant to happen. You know, I mean, maybe you met the people you were meant to hang out with, or maybe you met, you know, maybe if you went to Harvard, you would have just been, okay, la 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 la, meandering through law school, doing your thing. But over here at Berkeley, the people that are here may have decided, hey, you know what, when we all graduate, let's go open a law practice together. Or, you know, maybe when we're done, you know, and we get to this point in our lives where we can, you know, have this experience and we have this, that, or the other. We can all come back together and open our own firm. Whatever. I don't know how law works, but you know what I'm saying. So, I like this card. This is the very last card for today's Oracle Friday. Make a wish. Make a wish. Right? I also believe this is the last card in the deck. So make a wish. Let's see, is it? Nope, it's not. Sorry. It's close. Make your wish. All right. It's time to make a wish. This card is shown up in your reading because it's time to let go and let the universe guide you. You have thought every thought. You have done all the that's within your power for the moment. Sit back and imagine your desire without restrictions. Allow yourself to feel what it would be like to allow yourself to feel what it would be like to fully experience the thing you most hope for. Give gratitude to yourself and your angels for helping to manifest that which is for your highest good. Right? I'm going to read that again. Okay? And remember, you are worth it. Before you make your wish, I want you to look in the mirror, and I don't care how many times it takes you, but keep saying, I am worth it. I am worth it. I am worth it. And say it in different tones. I am worth it. I am worth it. And when it finally feels like it hits you in between the eyes and right there in your gut, that's when you make your wish. Because we can make wishes all day long, but unless we truly, truly believe that they will come true, unless we truly, truly trust that the wish that we have put out there will manifest in whatever way it's supposed to in our lives, they're just words. Wishes aren't about the words. Wishes are about the feelings that we put behind the wish. And if you have no feeling behind it, if you have no, sense of worthiness, chances are it may not happen. Now, I'm not saying it won't, because there might be someone out there making that wish for you, or maybe there's something in you that just sparks a little bit. But if you make a wish and you don't believe it, and you don't believe that it can come true, or you make it out of desperation, chances are it's either going to take a long time to get to you, or it's never going to get to you at all, not in the way that you want it to. And you're going to keep making that wish and making that wish. Now, if you make that wish and it doesn't happen, think about why. Put the feeling behind it. Like I said, go in front of the mirror. I'm worth it. I'm worth it. I'm worth it. Oh, there it is. I feel it. I am worth it. And I wish for. And then finish it with this or something better. This or something better. Because like I said, you give your higher power, your source, whoever, the wiggle room to bring you what is meant for you. Okay, so make that wish. There's the magic wand right there. All right, so I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful day. I know we went a little long. Well, we usually go a little long on Fridays, don't we? But I do hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. And remember, let go of the negative stuff. Your meditation will bring you answers. Listen to your damn intuition. It will not steer you wrong. It will not. Even if you get the answer you do not like, follow your intuition. Abundance is yours. Believe it. Okay? Ask, believe, receive. And within the next few weeks. So everything that you were hoping for, wanting for, and desiring is going to start happening. And it could be starting to happen now. All right. Within the next few weeks means it just may be coming into full fruition by then, but it could already be doing whatever it needs to do now. So trust and believe. Okay. All right. I'll see everybody back here on Monday for gratitude lesson number 25, I think. I don't know. The book is buried now under all the cards. I know. But I think it's gratitude number 25 or 26. But Monday, Hodgepodge Monday, we are back to gratitude lesson number 25 or 26. Sorry, I can't remember which one it is. I think we did 24 yesterday. But 8:30 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, Monday morning. That is California time. Facebook Live. All lives are public. Anybody can watch. We do not need to be Facebook friends. Or you can watch me on replay on YouTube, where you can also click and subscribe. Please click and subscribe. All right. And yeah, I upload these videos afterwards, so they're usually up around noon Pacific time. Times vary, depends on how long it takes for me to upload it. But at the latest, I should say, it'll be around noon unless otherwise specified. And that's under the Aloha Perspective with Shelley Marie Lucas, and that is on YouTube. And again, if you follow me on Twitter, you will find these here. Oracle Fridays I don't post on Twitter, but you can find them on YouTube. Okay, so have a great, great day, everybody. I will talk to everyone on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a safe weekend. Monday is August 1st. I know, so enjoy the last 3 days of July, today, tomorrow, and Sunday. All right, have a great day, and thank you so much for watching. And remember, when you make that wish, put the feeling behind it. Don't just let them be words coming off your mouth out of desperation. Truly believe that you are worth it and that you deserve it. Have a great day.